I'm the Biz Manager and welcome back to the Oxygen Not Included. Now, today my friends, I would like to get this thing done, so that we can get this thing done over here, so that we can get this thing operational. There is a lot of things waiting on the just 3 dupes. The weight of responsibility is great on these guys. Oh boy. Now, I think we'll be able to do this. The most difficult part is already done, which is pretty much just hollowing this down and putting down all the stuff. The pipes are gonna take their sweet time being built because they are insulated pipes, so it's gonna take a little bit of time, and we don't really have a lot of water, but these will serve just right for our testing purposes. So yeah, that's what we are going to focus on. Now, my friends, we are going to just make a quick jump into the test map because I want to show you something really interesting that is going to help us in this playthrough. Okay, so in that small tutorial we saw this thing. This is an encoder, this is a decoder. This is so that we can transmit signals in this line over here, and if we have multiples we can have all the things right into the same line. This thing is a little bit bulky, right? It is, let's be honest, it's a tad bit bulky, and it can only make one code. However, I came up with what we can call the super encoder. Now we have a way of transmitting 4 different signals from one encoder. Yes, my friends, like this thing looks super big, but just keep in mind that I kept things separated on purpose so that I can actually see the connections whenever I feel like building this. If we are going to implement this, which we are going to implement this on our colony, I'm definitely going to compress the living bejesus out of this. But pretty much we are going to use for the very first time multiplexing. I never used these parts before, but now they do have a purpose, and yeah, this pretty much you can code any 4 different codes over here. We have 32, 28, this one is 34, and this one is 92. Right, on this side we have a quasi super decoder. This is not a super decoder. This was built merely for testing purposes for this thing, but yeah, we can just select any one of these things. It works precisely like the other one. The code is transmitted, it is read, and it is activated. Everything is set back to 0, and any code that we might want, it's like whatever, like we receive an input, it resends its own signal, gets read on the other side, everything is activated, beautiful, and everything is set back to 0. And it even have the same waiting thing as the other one, so if there is one signal going through the line, it will wait for the line to be clear. So pretty much it works just like this one, except it has 4 different outputs instead of 1. So this is going to help us out a lot in our quest. Now let's get back into the playthrough. Now, my friends, all of this is let's say new tech. I have to be honest, I think, I don't think, I've never seen like anyone do anything with these kinds of automations, so this is what we can say, it's prototype tech, right? It's unexplored territory for Oxygen Not Included, so it's only natural that that thing is big, bulky, and difficult to use and to build, but in this playthrough we are going to stress test the living bejesus out of that concept and see if we can come up with something that is actually useful. So yeah, that thing will change definitely in the future, but we're still a little bit far away from it. However, as we could see, we are still going to need a little bit extra automation. We're going to need this thing. We already have access to this tech, but not this one. Or do we? Because here's the thing, on this planet we do have access to a couple, let's see, databases. In fact, we have 26 units of databases, so in all theory we can technically even get more. Like, for example, look at this computer desk, you inspect and bam, you get a database. Inspect, database. In fact, there is so many things that you can inspect to get databases that you can actually get. Oh, I already inspect this one. There is like that database over there. Look at this. These ones over here can be inspected as well. One more database, another one. So yeah, we are definitely going to get that multiplex technology before we go into space because we are going to need it. So with that in mind, we need to go over here. It's the virtual planetarium, right? Data analysis research. 1 data bank, 1 research unit. I think we already have enough. We need 30 data banks, so pretty certain that should be enough. Like, once again, this is merely temporary, so it's copper, right? Copper. Okay, you guys can build that. So, yeah, we need 30. We have... Stop! Oh, okay. Oh my god, for a moment I thought someone pissed themselves. 28 units, we need a few extra. We can analyze that one for... Oh, wait a second, what am I doing? One more databank, and this one is already done. We can come over here, get that databank, or we can come over here... No. Whatever, we'll find some... Oh, look at this, we have over here more databanks, okay? We'll find more. Huh, there we go. One databank over there, one databank over there, and there is even, like, one over here, like, yeah, there is so many databanks that we can get, and log entrances as well. There is plenty more, you know, lore to be found. I don't think this one gives us anything. Nah, it does not, but well, we now have all the things that we need. We'll get that tech, and it's gonna be glorious and beautiful. Now, my friends, over here, I think I'm gonna make a quick, how should I put it? A quick change to our temporary food. You see, I like the meal wood is serving us just right. We are, like, I can't believe it's cycle 251 and my guys are still eating this crap. But, as good as it is, I think I'm gonna make a quick change to it. You see, we do have beetles around, right? And we have a huge amount of space that we are not using. We will use it once we have our industrial area, but right now we're not. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cancel that one. Once these are built, I will build over here. It's just so that the tubes can continue passing and whatnot. And we are going to use grub fruits. I think we do have... I can't see over there, but yeah, I'm pretty certain we do have seeds for that. So let's just plant a couple of grubs, and then we'll transport these sweetles from here to here so that they can, you know, do their thing to the plants, and then that way we'll have a little bit more delicious food instead of this, like, extremely disgusting thing. Now, my friends, in the future we are going to do a small upgrade to our area over here. You see, I'm mining over here, and I'll be mining over here. You know what this means, right? Yuckiness is about to be installed on this map. It is inevitable. There is no way we can avoid having yucky stuff all over the map. So eventually, water is going to end up in here, and that's going to be a mess that we don't want to deal with. So what I'm gonna do is we are going to raise this floor by 1 tile, and we are gonna be making it out of mesh tiles. I can't build any... like this, okay? And in here, we're gonna break this open and put a miniature pump over here, but we need the plastic for that first. And then we are going to redirect that pipe, like, into somewhere else. That way the water, which inevitably is going to end up in here, is then absorbed and automatically cleaned out, and our dupes don't have to do anything. For that, I need to deconstruct pretty much everything that I have built so far, but you know what? It is worth it because it's safety. Oh my god, game, you're tempting me so much. A operator, super productive, germ resistance, this is whatever, like, I don't care about this one. Oh my god, like, you are not going to give it to me when I want it. Oh my god, I don't have space for you. I really don't want you consuming our oxygen, nor consuming our food, but I want you in my colony. Well, you know what, sacrifices will have to be made. This operator is just too good to say no, and I think, we need at least 4 or 5 operators in this colony, and then we need like 4 or 5 rocket pilots. The rest is almost taken. Maybe we are gonna need like a couple extra supply dupes, but yeah, like, and maybe 1 more builder. But other than that, yeah, it's just operators and rocket pilots that we need. Yes, okay, I'll take it. Screw it. It's done. We'll have to deal with it now. Come here. Let's give you your hat, good sir. Okay, so this setup doesn't work very well because there is a little bit of brine that is capable of passing through, and that's terrible because we now can't take it from there. It won't be permanently there. We'll deal with it. It's just that it's going to be annoying now. Hopefully it won't go away because we can do it like this and like this. If we can trap the brine in there, we can then, you know, crush it or something. But well, we shouldn't be worrying about water too much, because we are now getting access to this one over here as well. We'll have to create a small pool for it to drop its water, and then we'll deal with this water over here, but for now, this is gonna be good enough. And then we can also tap into this one over here, so we'll have plenty access to water. Now this thing over here is for liquefables. There we go. Priority 9. And sweep only, please, so that you don't go around and pick up everything. So every time we have like a liquefable that gets dropped from here, which probably already happened, we can just drop it over there, like so. Just go like this, and then bam, take it from there. But yeah, we are now closing in on the surface over on this side, my friends. We need access to the surface to start thinking about space science. And yeah, I don't think it is a terrible idea to go and create a path over there. Now, while we are on the topic of tapping resources, I mean, why not, right? It's right here, so let's tap this one as well. I mean, the sooner we start tapping into these resource nodes, the sooner we start accumulating said resources. So, yeah, while we are still waiting on the other side and our dupes have nothing better to do, I figured that it would be a good thing to start accumulating other types of resources, especially when they are so precious, such as water. Now, over on this side, I have to be honest, my friends, I look at this and it always looks the same. I see very little progress, my dupes. You guys are doing your best not to work, I think. What? You're still entombed. How come you are? Oh my god, I made a stupid. I made a stupid. Oh well, it's fine. Because I wanted to have access to this. I thought to myself, like, I'm just gonna leave these things over here while we are, you know, building this chamber and whatnot. This is not going to, you know, untomb these things. Now, this is hot enough. I don't think this trick is going to work. This trick works with volcanoes, but I don't think it works with this. You just make a temperature shift plate out of coal. Over there, the heat turns the coal into a block. But I don't think that's gonna happen this time, because I don't think this thing is hot enough. So that means only one thing. We need to prioritize the living bejesus out of this. Yeah, it's not gonna work. The temperature shift plate trick does not work on this one. Yeah, this thing is not nearly hot enough to even, like, consider doing that. So let's deconstruct that so that it doesn't cause problems in the future. And yeah, let's just hurry up and fill this thing with fluid, create a liquid lock, remove all the polluted oxygen and all the other nastiness out of there, and you know, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna have a little bit of natural gas over here. It's not like any of these dupes is a smoker and it's gonna make a smoke break over here and explode the entire thing into little bits, because I don't think that can happen, and I'm glad that's the case. What? Frankie? How have... What? Get inside, Oh my god, how the hell did Frankie get out? My brain cannot process this. What the hell is going on, Frankie? Did you drop your suit somewhere? How did you drop your suit? What the hell just happened, Frankie? Like, all the suits are inside. No suit was, like, dropped anywhere. How the hell did Frankie leave the base without a suit? Like, let me tell you, my friends, this thing has been operational almost non-stop. This thing doesn't stop being operational. Like, it looks like just because, you know, you have an oopsie, this thing decided, okay, I'm just going to emit a bunch of nastiness into your map that you won't be able to deal until very later into the game. Okay, so you will have like 5 less frames because of this. Because yeah, this is one of those things that interferes with the frames, so having the less nastiness you can have, the better. Like, I swear to you guys, this thing is not stopping. I don't know what the hell is going on with this, but this thing is not stopping. Like, every time I look at it, it's active. I don't know. Could it be glitched out? It doesn't say, like, it's going to stop, like, in 5 seconds. Or no, it's just going constantly. Oh, wow, finally, it stopped. Okay. It says over here 100 and... no, that's cycles, eruption, 284 seconds every 700 seconds. And how about the other one? It's roughly the same. I don't know. Maybe it's like one of those coinky things. Okay, so over on this side, crisis averted. At least for now. Many more will come, I'm certain. But yeah, we got a large chunk of natural gas into our base, and that's less than ideal. But well, right now I just want to vacuum this thing out, remove all the polluted oxygen. Maybe I'll just wait for this thing to go idle, because the next dormancy is almost around the corner. I didn't want to waste the natural gas, but at the same time I don't think we have enough space to put it all over there and still filtrate this, because I want to get rid of this filter. But well, we can start right now, right? We can at least remove a little bit of the junk that we have laying around. Oh my god, there is a fish trapped in there. Well, if you... oh my god, okay, whatever. And there is... oh my god, you guys, why are you getting into sensitive areas? So that I forget it, that you're there, and then vacuum this thing, and then you die, and then your meat goes bad, and then you contaminate this thing? Is that it, Mr. Draco? But well, with that crisis out of the way, we can now just resume operations, come over here, collect this extremely cold polluted water, and then use it to temporize this one over here. Maybe we should start also thinking about getting access to this one, because this is a lot of water. Very hot water, but water nonetheless. Okay, things are starting to look a little bit better over on this side. At least, you know, it is quasi-complete, shall we say. Oh boy, it's gonna take so long to make this thing fully operational. But well, we still need to build these things over here, and the power for it as well. Oh my god, this thing, I don't know, I don't remember this thing taking so long last season. Don't know what is the hold up this time, but well. Please, Dupes, could you please hurry up? We have other things in the waiting list. Yeah, now, because we already have a little bit of crude oil, this thing should be filled up with oil relatively soon. It's just a matter of the Dupes doing what they're told. No. Okay. Just doing what they're told, and yeah, we still don't have the power to start vacuuming this out, so yeah, like, it's gonna take its sweet time, because it's only built until this point. We still have to go all the way over here, and then we need to connect this wire end to over here. We still need to redo all of this. It's going to be disgusting. It's gonna take so long. Oh my god, I don't know. These dupes... I will have to give them a very bad review, okay, in their yearly report. As the manager of this outpost of here, I am not happy with their performance. Trapped? Oh, wait. Well, Marie, guess what? Untrap yourself. Could you please? Well, my friends, we already have some steel with us, so I think that maybe I'm just gonna do it like this, so that we don't spend it by accident on other things, you know. So that way it's already invested and we can't spend it, which is always nice. And soon we shall have enough steel to make the last one for the farmhouse, which is pretty cool. We still don't have the plastic to make, you know, the steam turbines. But, you know, we are one step closer, shall we say. Alright, my friends, at least on this cycle we have progress. Oh boy, we already have power to the chamber, which is really nice, because now we can start vacuuming this entire thing out. It shouldn't take too long. There is like a small, thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide, so we should be able to ventilate it all out over into this side. So that means that whenever the chamber is vacuumed out, we can start operating. So, and by the way, that thing clearly is not going to take too long, because these things are already kind of stalling a little bit. So yeah, pretty cool. Now, I'm pretty certain this is going to be vacuumed before everything else is done, but at least we only have this missing, so yeah. Very well, my friends, over here on this side, Stevie already found the time to bring a couple of grub thingies, these grubs, grub creatures and sweetles over here. So these plants have been turned into grub fruit plants, which means that now we'll be able to start making some grub fruit preserve. To keep our guys a little bit more happy. This thing gives +3 mood, so I mean, it's slightly better than this thing, right, which gives nothing, or, you know, this thing, which is -1, so, you know, at least to keep them a little bit more happy, and that's also a little bit more food for us, so yeah, can't complain. Now, these storages over here are also almost done. Pretty much everything is almost done to receive the petroleum from the other side. I haven't made a small renovation over here, so we are just waiting on this final line, because yeah, everything else has been completed. We are also experiencing some power problems, given that, yeah, we only have 3 of these. I brought more glass so that we can upgrade these in the future. Wait. I brought 400. Or maybe not. Well, in the future. Right now, all the other things have higher priority, so the dupes won't be building that. But, yeah. Oh boy, come on, dupes, just build this thing. Well, my friends, on the blueprint pod we got another confetti suit, which is nice. We need some cheering up, because I'm once again a bit disappointed. Who could get the confetti? Who could go around? You know what, Amari, you are the newest acquisition, so you get to wear the confetti suit and bring everybody a little bit of good... if I can find it. I'll find it eventually. Well... you know, I've been waiting a lot, you know, so I've been doing other things over here. We are already inputting the liquid into the steam chamber. I kind of want to have a layer of 200 kilograms of water. Once I have that, we will then drop a thin layer of brine on top so that we can eject all of these gases out of here, and then we'll close the chamber off. After that, the only thing we have to do is to build the steam generators on top, and start filling up the cooling loop. That's why I kind of have this water over here and I didn't use it. Now this brine, how the hell did that... The game finds a way, my friends. The game always finds a way. God. But yeah, my friends, as I was saying before, I came to the sad realization that the game is trolling me a little bit, just a little bit, you know. Yeah, we're gonna fill up this thing with a little bit more water, and then we'll put the brine on top, we'll close the chamber, and that means that we can start activating the thermo aqua tuners whenever we feel like it. So that means that we can start actually even filling up the main cooling loop, the one that is going to chill out everything, because, you know, this thing takes a little while to turn into steam, so we can have this running for quite some time. In fact, it would even be beneficial to us to get that thing running ASAP. And, yeah, I'm almost done with all the piping for this side as well. I also am going to extend the cooling loop over here so that we can chill the petroleum over time. The petroleum will come out very toasty, and I kind of want to start slowly but steadily chilling it out in this chamber, so I also had to extend it over here. So yeah, that's pretty much it on this side. Overall, over here we have this a little bit remaining. I kind of want to have this pipe done first, because we already have a little bit of petroleum, and you know, the second this thing is done, I'll start vacuuming out the petroleum that we have, the crude oil, I'm sorry, the crude oil that we have over here into the other planet, because the rest of the pipe is almost built. So So yeah, oh my god, this like because this is insulated pipe, it requires 400 kilograms, and so the dupes they just have to travel back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. There is a lot of traveling in here. So yeah, that's kind of problematic. Oh, you did not do that, game. You did not do that. The brine pushed it to the side. Oh, get the hell out of here. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Stop, 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 stop. That's fine. It's fine. Wait, is brine heavier than water? Yeah, that's it. Oh, I made a terrible mistake. I should have deposited the brine first and the water second. Now this is gonna get complicated. Yeah. Okay, maybe polluted water we'll have to do. Nah, polluted water also sinks. Well, my friends, there is only one way to untangle this issue. It's gonna be painful. But I mean, I don't have anything better to do, so I suppose I can do this. What we do is quite simple. We just need to drop one little bit of brine in every single tile. That is gonna push the water out of the way, and eventually the entire thing is gonna flip aside and it's gonna go in its proper place. I hope. It's gonna create a mess, that's fine. We'll clean the mess afterwards and just put all the junk over here. Now over on this side we are one little tile. Oh. Is that built? Bro, this is built? Screw that! Let's see. Ah, I'm missing that little bit over there. But yeah, let's connect that. And yeah, now, my dupes, okay, you will prioritize this thing over everything else, okay? I kinda need crude oil on the other side. Okay, here we go. Beautiful news, my friends, beautiful news. I can't believe it. This thing is not yet ready, but at least it's already in exporting oil out of here, which is absolutely beautiful. That means we should have some crude oil. Yep, flowing. That means that soon enough we'll have the oil refinery operational, producing petroleum for us. Right, that is gonna go over there and immediately into these things. No gas output, don't worry, my friend, don't worry about that, okay? Okay, don't, you're just gonna output your gases over here into this thing. I know it's not going to be enough, but the first plastic bits we just put a high pressure over there and then we'll just continue. Oh my god, here we go, finally! Now we have a power issue. Huh? Wait, what? Okay. Magic. It was magic, my friends. It was all magic, okay? So yeah, now these things should be pooping a little bit of plastic. Here we go, glorious, glorious plastic. I waited so long for you, glorious plastic. Oh my god, I can't believe it. There we go. We have 60 kilos of freaking plastic. Get out of here, you filthy thing. Let's put one of these. And then after that one, we'll put one of those things in here, in here, in here, in here, and in here. We'll close this, and we'll start vacuuming out this thing. After that, we're gonna use the rest of the plastic to... this. This might be a tad bit problematic. It is mighty unfortunate that now that we finally have, like, the things we need, is the time that we have to fix some, like, dumb mistake that I made. Oh man, I swear to you, if things take too long, I might just close the chamber as is. And then we will hope that the amount of steam crushes these gases into a corner, and if it doesn't, well, we will do something nasty. We'll open a corner, let the gases flow, and then immediately close the corner again. But we'll see. Polluted water. Polluted water. What? Oh my god, the game is doing everything in its power to troll me to its maximum extension. Like, this thing was... I saw this happening right in front of me. This thing was outputting brine while it was being deconstructed. And the bottle, which was on top of the thing, transformed from brine into polluted water. Right in front of my eyes. Oh my god. Okay, so we do have 2 tons of plastic, so for now we are going to temporarily cut the line over here. Just absorb the rest and turn the rest into the plastic. Now, this line, this petroleum, is also going to be used as coolant for our metal refineries due to its extreme boiling point. So we kind of want to keep a little bit for that, because this is the only petroleum that we have for a while, because yeah, this is tapped out, and you know, the rest of the things are not, well, I mean, they look built enough. They look built enough. They are built, actually. So yeah, the power is kind of a little bit of an issue, but you know what? Yeah, it's okay. We can endure a little bit of low power mode. You should be able... Oh, I probably built something backwards, haven't I? There we go. There was no pipe blockage. I just disconnected this. So this water now should flow through here. We'll still need to do the automation, but we can take care of that in a little while. Right now we have other problems. So yeah, this water goes in. This chamber is gonna be mighty toasty. That's why I created insulated pipes, and that's why we have this thing over here, because the automation for this chamber is we stop providing water to it. This thing closes off, the rest of the water is absorbed by the thingies, and then that means that we don't have any water on the pipes. And so because of that, we shouldn't have any accidents when it comes to like steam and stuff like that. But yeah, there we go. So now that we have some water going in, these things will start pumping out petroleum for us. It's not going to last us a very long time, but hey, it's a little bit of petroleum that we are gonna get, so can't complain about that. Now, my friends, over on this side, I think this is a lost cause, gotta be honest. You know what we are gonna do? We are going to pressurize, we are going to close this chamber, and then once the steam has formed, these gases will be pushed to either side. And then we are going to open the chamber, let the gases flow, and then close the chamber immediately. If there is like just a small pocket of carbon dioxide, eventually the pressure of the chamber will delete it from existence. So there is no point in waiting any further. There is like a huge amount of water inside of this chamber already, so I think we'll have more than enough steam to overcome all of this junk. Well, my friends, over on this side, I think everything is done. All the automation has been pulled out. If this is enough or not, I don't know. This is going to be open, so the dupes will be able to come back and pull this automation out of here in the future. Well, I think this is it. Time to start vacuuming out the place. There we go. My friends, let me tell you, I can't believe that this moment is finally here. Jesus, I waited so long for this. I can't even believe it. Here we go. 4 steam turbines. And, well, this thing is going to be disgusting to clean, but, well, future me can deal with it. Future me can deal with it. I just want this thing operational right now. I have imposed myself the deadline of 11 cycles to get this thing, like this one over here, running. If this one over here is running, by the end of the episode, my friends, I'll be super happy, okay? Super, super happy. We still have a little bit of plastic over there, and we already have, like, completed this thing. Why? Please... once you are done over there, please close this chamber off. We are just putting the polluted oxygen over here for it to travel and enter through there. But oh well, it is what it is. In any case... Oh, wait a second. Still L to the no with that. Are you crazy? We have nothing else. Don't worry, don't worry. We get a little bit of iron. How about that? And you know what, my friends? Speaking about that, how about we connect this, and then we connect this. Now, this thing... I will have to pay close attention to it, because I don't want to have any, like, petroleum remaining in here, so just want to input exactly the amount of petroleum necessary for this thing to fill up. I think it's 1 ton that it takes, so... my friends, we have the cooling loop coming in online. Look at that. This is now inputting the coolant, which is going to be polluted water. It's what we have on hand, and polluted water is good enough, to be honest. So now we have to fill up the circuit that we have already available. And after that, I kind of want to keep this almost full, because we are going to expand the circuit in the future. So it's always good to already have some coolant in there. So yeah. Oh, nice. Another thing. This thing, right, has been filled up, and now we can start inputting heat into the chamber. Like the sooner this thing turns into steam, the sooner we can clean it out. So we are needing 800 thingies over there. How about we go over here and no, well, maybe not 8, but just 8 copper ore orders. They should be able to do this relatively quickly and easily, and so after that we'll be able to see the coolant in action over here. Maybe we'll put some copper over here. I think so. Not consumable ore, metal ore. There we go. This way, if we put some copper over here, this thing will be able to pick it up and put it over there. Now, the cool thing is both this one and this one are in range of this. So in the future, we'll have the rail drop the materials over here in the center, and then these things will pick up the materials and put them in their respective storages. And once the order is given, they will pick up the stuff and put it over there. If we don't want to use storages and left the materials just in here, then all of these things can do whatever, because the materials are going to be, you know, over here. But for now, I just want to keep things organized, but in the future, I think that's what we are going to do. We'll just drop everything in the center and then have the machines pick up the stuff and put it in into the refineries whenever it is required. Alright, here we go. Finally, some dupe is going to decide to use the petroleum. The petroleum was at like 70 degrees. It's gonna come out pretty toasty. Copper is like a low temperature thing. It's coming out at 100. It's not going to be super powerful just yet when it comes to the temperature, but over time this petroleum will also eat up a little bit. In fact, it's actually colder than it was, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that this thing can go all the way up to 500 degrees, and that thing is never gonna be reached. So yeah, we now are starting to input some temperature into this chamber, and this eventually will turn all into steam, and it's going to be absolutely glorious. Okay, there we go, another refinery ready to roll. Let's now start filling up this one, and after this one is done, the last one I need to be careful because I don't want to have petroleum in the pipe. Yeah, but with these forges being activated, this thing should start heating up pretty quick. Yeah, look. We are already getting some toasty temperatures, but we want the water to go into a toasty temperature, not the whatever gases. That is going to be a little bit problematic. That is going to be a very hot part that is going to come out from here, let's be honest. And the dupes are not going to enjoy it, and our machines are not going to enjoy it. But that's why we have a cooling loop going throughout the entirety of our industrial area and power plant as well. With it, eventually, we are going to start bringing this temperature down closer to 14 degrees than what it is right now. It's gonna take a little bit of time, okay? This is not ultra powerful, but it's a passive thing that happens slowly and steadily and keeps everything in check. My math was wrong by 4 packets. 4 freaking packets. Well, I'm definitely not going to reverse all of these bridges just to get this thing out of here. Or maybe. I'm going to deconstruct this one, reverse this one, and then reverse this one over here. And then we are going to put that into the plastic thingy just to consume it. Alright, so now it's time to start refining like crazy, my friends, and putting all of that temperature in here. I really want to start the next episode by clearing out this. Like, I'm super happy that we have the cooling loop now. Super, super happy, but I won't be happy until this thing is 100% operational. Yeah, now, as we can see, the effect of the cooling loop is starting to be felt. Things are getting a little bit chillier around here, which is pretty nice. No temperature is going to be able to murderize us, which is always a good thing. I'm also going to get a little bit of carbon dioxide into storage because we need carbon dioxide for the first basic rocket, the carbon dioxide rocket, just to do space science stuff, right? We will want to have one of those temporarily, so it's nice to have fuel for that. So pretty much what we have, it's... Oops, wrong key. What we have is, if once this thing gets full, the carbon dioxide will be expelled into the outside. Pretty simple, nothing out of the ordinary. We also have the secondary power plant already available to us. Right now we don't have any need for it. Besides, this thing is still not fully operational. We are still vacuuming it out. So yeah, there is no rush to get this thing on. We have plenty of power as is. We don't have the storage, but yeah, we'll have it soon enough. And over on this side, over here, I think we might need an operator, or at least we should give an operating skill to someone, because clearly no one is doing their operation tasks. I'm also in the process of sending more glass over here so that we can have a few extra solar panels to keep everything else running. But for now, we rushed, but at least we finally have what we wanted. We probably delayed everything else by a lot, but hey, at least now I feel much better. We are getting into the good temperatures, my friends. 97, 98. Soon enough, all of this is going to explode into beautiful steam. I mean, we do need to remember that we do have some quite high quantities of fluid, and that's why it's taking its sweet time to increase its temperature all around. But hey, at least we get a bunch of copper ore out of this deal, because not copper ore, just, you know, regular copper, refined copper. Stuff that we are gonna need for the future, no shadow in my mind. Oh, a little bit of steam has already been created somewhere. But yeah, it's just a matter of time. Maybe we won't be able to achieve the steam in this episode, but we are super close. And yeah, now we can start focusing on other projects. So what we need to do next? Water is a major concern. Major concern. We do have access to this, and we do have access to this, plus all this, you know, disgusting water that we have laying around. So we could technically start working on the water, or we could start working on the food. It's one of the two. But yeah, these two things are next. After that, we get into space, my friends. We need the food to get into space in the first place. So, you know, berry sludge is mandatory, shall we say. But yeah, we are pretty close to getting into space. We just have 2 extra projects that we need to do. There we go, the steam is now being created. As we can see, like, these pockets are being compressed, and once the brine that we have over here and, well, all the water has been gone, once the brine has been turned into steam, then these little pockets should all be compressed into one corner or the other, and that should either delete them or put them in a place where we can just, you know, let them vent out into the open. And yeah, my friends, now we will start seeing temperatures of, like, for example, petroleum up to 200 degrees. That is totally fine. Like, this petroleum is still very toasty, but because it's, like, inside of this thing, we don't need to concern ourselves with it. Right, like, look at this, getting chilled out by the second. The cooling loop is really powerful. You can extend it quite a lot, and nice, this is done as well. Oh my god, at the end of the episode everything is coming online. I told you guys, the second we had the plastic with us, everything would be like started coming online very quickly, which is pretty nice. We now have access to all the resources that we need to continue through the game, and I think that most of the death cycles have been taken care of. The carbon dioxide in the base is dealt with, the temperature in the map is dealt with, and now we just need to also start creating a little bit more... Oh my god, for a moment I thought For a moment I thought we had slime lung inside of our base. It's just radiation, it's whatever. We don't care too much about radiation. And yeah, we also need to start making a little bit more oxygen. Right now our base is poorly supplied, as we can see. It's not exactly ultra pressurized, but that can wait a little bit more. As long as they spend most of the day inside of the suits, there is absolutely no problem whatsoever. And well, my friends, on this final cycle we can now see a few things come into life. I'm glad that at least we got to witness most of these things in this episode. So, let's go over here, connect to this, connect to this, connect this, connect this, cancel all the build orders, no one is gonna build them anyway. Now we're gonna start pressurizing this chamber with natural gas. And yeah, this is gonna net us a huge amount of storage. 255 plus this, 24, that's 250. Like, that's 5 tons, bare minimum, of natural gas that we can store in here. And yeah, that's way more than all the gas reservoirs combined, and even a little bit more above that. So yeah, this is gonna net us a huge amount of storage. We should never run out of burnables now, which is fantastic. Our power situation is dealt with pretty much for the rest of the game. We will have the petroleum power plants built at a later date. Right now there is absolutely no point in building them, yeah, our dupes will be better used at building the farmhouse and then the ranch area for our food production, and then we are also gonna need to build a fridge somewhere around here. Other than that, we need oxygen production. Yeah, we need a lot of things, okay? Like, if I'm going to name them all, we would need 50 more cycles just for that. So yeah, our dupes will be very busy, and therefore I don't want them wasting their sweet little time doing this. Now, food over here, how bad is it? Not terrible. Well, maybe don't do that anymore. Maybe just like a maybe, don't. Wait. Oh my god, I am so stupid. I am a dumb. Oh man, look at the amount of natural gas we just wasted. Oh well, it is what it is. It's fine. It's totally fine, my friends. It's just a little bit. I mean, who cares about that? And would you look at that, my friends, we even have the steam turbines coming in online, which is just absolutely glorious and beautiful and all the things that we would want. Ah, pretty cool. Did that get crushed? Well, some of it got. The chlorine got crushed. We had 2 little packets of carbon dioxide, one of them got crushed. The polluted oxygen, there is 36 kilos of it. It's not gonna get crushed, but it's not interfering for now, so maybe I'll just leave it be. We have better things to focus ourselves on. But my friends, as this cycle comes to an end, so must this episode. I am glad that at least we got all the things that we wanted online. It was like at the edge of the end of the episode, but at least everything is built and operational. We now have access to pretty much all the resources that we are going to need until the very late game, so there is nothing stopping us from achieving our absolute dreams and getting all of the sweet stuff the game has to offer us, such as the berry sludge, the frost burgers, and all of that jazz. But all of that, my friends, is going to be left for the next episode. Now, before we go, I think that maybe once we are done with the food over here, and what was the other thing? The oxygen as well. Yeah, and the water. After that, we will start working on our automation thingy. That is gonna give me a little bit more time to work on the super encoder and maybe even improve it further, so that whenever the time comes for us to start connecting all of that into encoders and decoders and whatnot, we will have the shall we say, the not the beta test version, right? Something a little bit more consistent than that. But yeah, my friends, with all of that said, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the base manager signing out. Bye bye.